Hi there, Aries. This is Mystique, your Mystic Seer here. Welcome to my sacred space and welcome to your reading. I'm going to start the reading out in prayer, and then I'm going to draw a message from the Angel Numbers Oracle to set the overall theme of the reading. Then I'll draw messages from the Neon Rider Tarot. And to clarify these messages and give us some more insight, I'm going to use the Clarifying Life Situations Oracle. Then I will draw some charms. So let's begin. And before I start, if you'd like a personalized reading, the link to my store is down in the description. All right, let's begin with the prayer. Dear God, Jesus Christ, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, we ask now that you please step forward and deliver messages in relation to the collective energy of Aries and what they can expect in the month of September. And please may we receive these messages accurately and as intended. We also ask that you please surround us with your divine love, healing energy, and protection as we tap into the collective energy of Aries. And we'd like to take this opportunity to give thanks for the Holy Spirit that makes all things possible. In Jesus' name, Ashe. Please may we get a theme card for the overall reading for Aries for the month of September, Holy Spirit. There we go. We've got 22. Woohoo! Opportunities, expansion, possibilities, courage, exploration, growth, and fearlessness. It says, think big and expand your horizons as far as possible. Don't set limits on yourself or what you believe is possible. Don't let fear stop you from opening your mind to opportunities you might otherwise miss. Ask yourself, what opportunities am I missing out on because of self-imposed limitations or fear? Today, take a step towards something that scares you and embrace it as an opportunity for growth and expansion. So that is the theme of our reading, opportunities. We have the Three of Swords. And the Knight of Cups. Nearly dropped my book that I've written down which tarot card is which. Never mind, I caught it. You might have caught something just in time, Aries. That might be what that is about. You have the Empress. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. So the first card is your situation in September. The Three of Swords tells me you might be a bit heartbroken about something. You're experiencing heartache due to loss. It may be because of a separation from something. Could be separation from person or situation. Possibly like work. Let's get some more insight on this. Just remember though, when we experience losses, sometimes it's because Holy Spirit closes the door on something that's not for us. And it may be painful at the time, but in the long run we count our blessings that actually happened. You got the Nine of Pentacles. And it's in reverse. What this tells me is These could be losses due to being a workaholic. And being a workaholic has given you a false sense of security. The Knight of Cups tells me this is representing you in September. And I'm getting that you're quite romantic, whether this be in the actual romantic sense or you may view life in a romantic manner. You're quite the hero, whether that's just in your own eyes or in the eyes of those in your life. And I'm getting that there's communication coming in for the month of September for you. This could be communication that you're expecting. And you've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So this workaholic situation had you arrogant. You thought you were on top of the world. You may have placed yourself above others. But what I'm getting is being a workaholic has left you feeling unfulfilled and disappointed. Perhaps you didn't get that big promotion. Perhaps you're not getting the recognition at work for all the hard work that you're putting in. The Empress tells me that you are in tune with your intuition. So this is also what's coming in for you. So you will be tapping into your intuition. You will also be tapping into your spirituality, drawing close to God in prayer or whatever spiritual belief that you have. And you may be meditating more. It's going to help you come out of this feeling heartbroken, because this is how you're starting the month. This is how you're going into September. This is how you're dealing with it. This is what's coming in for you. It may be that this painful situation was meant to happen, meant to occur, so that you could step into this energy. Because she is the divine feminine. And whether you're male or female, we all embody male and female characteristics. For example, a male can be nurturing like a woman, and a woman can be strong like a man. And the divine feminine is very in tune with her emotions. So this month I can see you going within, Aries, and identifying how it is you really feel, identifying what your intentions are, why you want to achieve the things that you want to achieve. What are your intentions for being at work so much and putting all this hard work in? Perhaps you've been waiting for it to pay off and it hasn't. You haven't been getting the recognition that you deserve, which is quite disheartening. You got the Queen of Cups. This tells me that this will be a time of healing for you. Perhaps giving yourself a break so that you're not going into burnout mode. Given that you got the Knight of Cups too, lots of Cups energy, and you've got the Nine of Cups. This is all about emotions. And then you've got the Empress who taps into her emotions. And this is about opportunities that you may be missing out on due to your own self-imposed limitations. If you're not getting the recognition that you deserve where you are you really in the right place, Aries? I'm also getting that you're quite compassionate. Perhaps you are too compassionate and not being compassionate enough with yourself. But I can see this turning around for you, and you're starting to be kind to yourself. You're starting to look within and see what it is that you really want and what it is that you really need. And again, tapping into your intuition and knowing what's right and what's not right for you. Because if something feels right, it generally is. But if there's something off about a situation, it won't feel right. Even if everything else about it makes sense, if it doesn't feel right, there's something off, okay? That's our inner instinct warning us of danger. And I'm also getting this, like, quite a bit of sort of disagreements or competing or like maybe even arguments amongst people around you. Because the card that came out with that one was the Five of Wands. And that's about conflict. But this may also be, it may not be the people around you, it may be conflicting emotions within yourself. Asking yourself if you're in the right place. The Eight of Swords in reverse is advice from Spirit. And this is about focusing, maintaining your focus on what it is that you are trying to bring into fruition. Moving forward from this situation that is perhaps not serving you because you're not getting the recognition that you feel you deserve. And this is telling me that it is time for a change. See, sometimes Spirit closes the doors on things that aren't meant for us, and no matter how hard you try to get that door open again, it won't happen, or it'll just be difficult all the time once you do. That's generally an indication that that is not for you, because if it is meant for you, it will come as it's supposed to. If it's hard, then you're not going towards the right goal. I mean, yes, things that are worthwhile are hard and take dedication and commitment, but you'll get the sense within yourself with the kind of, if it's hard in the sense your inspiration is not there. When you lose your inspiration, either you need to find the drive to reignite that passion, or you need to take a new path. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I can see you lacking ambition. You may even feel like giving up due to not feeling experienced in this disappointment that you're feeling. I want more information. You probably know what it is that I'm talking about, but I'm curious. I'm like, what is it? Tell me more, Spirit. I'm being a sticky beak now. Two cards came out. The first one that came out was the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is about instability, possibly due to financial losses, and there could be some family disputes around this situation that you're in. If not family disputes, disputes within yourself. And the Four of Cups is telling me that you're a bit bored. You're not fully being able to appreciate and live in the moment. And you really need to take some time out to meditate. That is, just sit within God's healing presence and allow your mind to be clear, without taking hold of thoughts and running away with them, if you know what I mean. But here, this man is focused on these empty cups, or these cups. We can't tell if they're empty or not. We can't see anything in them. But he's very focused on these cups, and there's a new opportunity coming in for him, and he's not noticing it because he's too focused on over here, kind of looking at what he doesn't have, what he's not happy with, rather than keeping his senses on the alert for new opportunities coming in, because he's missing out on this opportunity. And this is all about opportunities. And this is about missing out on them because of self-imposed limitations or fear. Perhaps the opportunity that you're missing out on is the one to change things up, the one to take a new direction. The gift of presence. Be present with your partner, put away distractions and focus on each other. Presence strengthens your emotional connection. So this may be telling you to do that in your relationship if you are in a relationship, but it could also be telling you to be present in the moment. Put your distractions away when you're doing something and live in that moment. Focus on what it is that you are doing, because it will strengthen your emotional connection with yourself. All the times, you'll have times to worry. You'll have times to focus on your problems, okay? You don't need to let them get in the way of living in the moment. And you don't want to place too much emphasis on your problems, because we manifest what we fear. The joy of achievement. Celebrate your achievements, big and small. Acknowledge your hard work and enjoy the rewards achievement brings. Satisfaction and motivates further success. Yeah, enjoy the rewards. Achievements brings satisfaction and motivates further success. So we do set big goals, and it's quite a regular pattern that people fall into of only focusing on the big goals and not focusing on the smaller steps that it takes to reach that big goal. And then they miss out on the opportunity to celebrate those small wins in order to get to the big win. So you need to ask yourself, are you celebrating the small steps that it's taking to get where you want to be? Are you giving yourself the praise and recognition that you deserve? Because quite often we don't hear it from other people, and we need to get that from ourselves, to be told by ourselves, you're doing a good job, you are worthy, you are enough, you are working hard, your hard work is paying off. If we wait for other people to tell us that, we might not ever hear it. And that kind of gives me this vibe here, that you're kind of wanting the recognition and praise in the area that you are focusing your energy on and committed to at the moment. That card wanted to come out. The clarity of purpose. Define your life's purpose. Reflect on your passions and strengths. Write a mission statement that guides your actions and decisions. So, are you aware of what it is that you want to achieve in life? If you are aware, have you been focusing on that lately, or perhaps you've lost sight of that? Reflect on what your passions and your strengths are. And come up, like it says, write a mission that guides your actions and decisions, but come up with a clear intention. That's what that means. A clear intention that guides your actions and decisions. Why is it that you want to make that your life purpose, whatever that may be? What are you hoping to achieve? Why do you put all your energy towards achieving that? Are you trying to make a difference in the world? Are you more looking towards having a happy retirement? Perhaps you want to help others. Perhaps you just want to earn an income for your family. It's good to know what our intentions are. The art of mindfulness. Practice mindfulness in everyday activities. Pay full attention to what you are doing, whether eating, walking, or working. Mindfulness enhances your experience and awareness. That's just like the gift of presence. Living in the moment. The light of positivity. Cultivate a positive mindset each morning. Start your day with positive affirmations. Notice how positivity transforms your interactions and experiences. So every day, tell yourself you are worthy, you are loved, you are blessed, you are enough, you are doing enough. They're the sort of things that you need to hear. You are awesome. You, like, tell yourself in the mirror. The integrity of ethics. Maintain high ethical standards in your work. Be honest, fair, and responsible. Integrity builds trust and respect in your professional relationships. So by being honest, fair, and responsible at work, you are maintaining your ethical standards. And that way, those you work with can trust and respect you. So the opposite will build mistrust and lack of respect in amongst your colleagues towards you. The peace of mindfulness. Again, this is 3 cards all focused on this. Practice mindfulness daily. Spend 5 minutes each morning focusing on your breath. Notice how this practice centers and calms your mind. Breath work is an amazing thing to use when meditating. Gives us something to focus on other than our thoughts and our problems and our worries. Helps you clear the mind, and a clear mind makes it easier to deal with whatever it is that you have to tackle that day. The serenity of meditation. Make meditation a daily habit. Start with 5 minutes of silent meditation each morning and do your breath work while you do that. It'll help. Trust me. Meditation each morning make meditation a daily habit. Start with 5 minutes of silent meditation each morning. Gradually increase the time as you become more comfortable. And you will want to, trust me. The last one here, I was only going to do 8, but we'll do this one because it flipped over. The gift of patience. Practice patience in your daily interactions. When feeling rushed, take 3 deep breaths and remind yourself that good things take time. So don't just practice patience for things to come in. Be patient with yourself. That is very important because that is a form of self-love. You can't expect yourself to perform miracles like that. It all takes time, patience, dedication, commitment. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and get you some charms. I'll mix them up first. Probably late for something. You may feel like you always have something that you're supposed to do, somewhere that you're supposed to be. Be mindful and live in the moment and focus on what it is that you're doing right now. Perhaps set alarms, set a to-do list to help you achieve the things that you're supposed to each day. But while you're in the moment, don't be worrying about what it is that you've got to do next. Give your 100% commitment to what it is you are doing before you get to that. Hold on, let me overthink this. I'm getting the whole theme of this reading. You are a bit of an overthinker. And that's not okay when you're doing it all the time. Overthinking and not living in the moment is only going to lead you to more stress and burnout. So try to stop overthinking and spend more time each day meditating. You've got the chessboard, the chess game. I'm getting that you're a strategic mover. You like to be 10 steps ahead, so to speak. But by doing that, you're putting a lot of unnecessary stress on your shoulders, okay? Again, stop thinking about what it is you want to do 10 moves from now and focus on what it is you're doing now so you can put your 100% effort and commitment towards it. You got the cherries. Once you get this meditation down packed and once you give your brain room to breathe, by practicing meditation and breath work and mindfulness, it's going to be like the cherry on the cake, because you're already this great thinker. You're already this person that likes to have things in place and set to do in a certain way, and you like it all set up so things flow. By letting yourself calm down, by practicing mindfulness and meditation and just living in the moment, it's going to be like the cherry on the cake. You got the ute. Utes are great for hauling a heavy load, but we can liken ourselves to an engine if we don't look after it, give it time to rest. Well, I guess you need to give your engine time to rest, in the sense you can't be overworking it all the time, or it's going to go pop or blow up. You need to service it. You need to maintain it regularly. Part of that servicing and maintaining ourselves is by giving your brain room to breathe and think without overthinking everything and putting all that unnecessary stress on there, because putting all that unnecessary stress on yourself is going to make something give. Like, something will have to give eventually. You can't maintain it. You have the love heart and it's blue. This tells me that you are feeling quite blue. Perhaps you're setting these really high standards for yourself and trying to achieve them, and you're putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself. That's what that's telling me, the confirmation of the Three of Swords. D stands for don't overthink things. Don't stress yourself out. Like, don't place unnecessary stress on yourself. Think of and then all the things that you don't want to do, don't just focus on the negative. Build on that. Change that don't into a do. What can you do? Well, you know that you can meditate. You can write lists so that you don't have to be stressing out while you're living in the moment about what you got to do next. You can always set alarms for that, etc., etc. They're the do's that you can do. So stop overthinking about the don'ts and turn them into do's. The rocket tells me that you are going to soar to new heights. All right? Think of the little boy that once wanted to fly to the moon, and he must have, I don't know who it was, but there was a little boy once that dreamed of flying to the moon, and he eventually built a rocket. Elon Musk is one of those little boys, but he didn't invent the rocket, okay? Don't underestimate yourself. That's a don't. What can you do? You can look at things like the sky is your limit. You don't have to let these self-imposed limitations or fear hold you back from soaring to the heights that you're destined to soar to. You got the notebook, so journaling is really good. Writing all those limitations down and then turning them around into something positive is going to really help you with that, transferring that negative mindset. Don't you dare, like D, don't you dare write a limitation down or a weakness without turning it into a do, okay? Because you don't want to focus on the negative. You want to focus on the positive, on the things you can do about your situation. Meditation and mindfulness is just as important for our bodies and our mind to keep us healthy as what drinking water is. Cheese. You say cheese when you get a picture taken, and you call things cheesy when they're like a lame dad joke. What am I getting with this cheese? Let me think. Stop holding yourself back because of your limitations, because you can turn them limitations into strengths. Cheese can be old and moldy, but that makes it fine. That makes it a delicacy. Cheese is embraced for all the unique things that make it a bit weird and a bit different. Embrace yourself for the things that make you a bit weird and a bit different, okay? Don't let those things bring you down. Use them as strengths. You've got the evil eye return to sender. This tells me that so long as you're putting in the hard work and commitment on building yourself up and doing the things that Spirit advises you to do, rather than looking at rather than comparing yourself to others, this is going to make it so any people that are like envious towards you or comparing themselves to you, whatever negative energy they send your way is going to bounce back and return to them. But remember, the same is true of you. You should be focusing on yourself and on the positive in order for that to work. So that is what I have for you. Oh, we've got one more. Friends to lovers. This wasn't a love reading. This could be indicative that you have a friend in your life and this could become something more. But it could also be learning to make friends with yourself and learning to love yourself in order to bring in these new opportunities, okay? So that's the end of your reading. I do hope you liked. I do hope it resonated, Aries. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think. I love hearing from you all and engaging with you all. If you'd like a personalized reading, the link to my store is down in the description. Other than that, I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.